Hey, good people. This is Rocky with Rocky's Reality, the #1 podcast for unfiltered and unapologetic culture, entertainment, and relationships. Tap in live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I chat with some of the dopest artists, celebrities, influencers, entrepreneurs, and more. Make sure to catch us live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. See you soon. Welcome to Rocky's Reality. I have with me tonight, I have a phenomenal singer-songwriter who was raised in East Texas, but was born in New Orleans, y'all. So y'all already know he's coming with a mixture of music, a gumbo of music. He calls himself the gumbo music architect. Keithian, or Keithian, I keep want to say Keithian, but it's Keithian, has worked with a ton of notable artists. He's done work for film and television, and he has a new album coming out, Human Sinner. And now we know we can identify with that because all of us are humans and sinners. But he is coming out tomorrow with a new album, and I'm going to bring him to the stage now. Thank you, Keithian, for joining me.
Yeah, definitely. Really good to see you. I'm excited to be here.
I love it. So we were talking a little bit before, and I said Strange, referring to, I did a Boomerang reference, and I really appreciated when you were able to pick up on that. You was like, did you say Strange? And I said, yes, I did.
I love
so
that.
Quick story, you said that you knew Grace Jones's brother Noel. He came to your church, or he was a member of your church?
So basically, Noel Jones, he's currently at City of Refuge here in LA, but growing up in East Texas, in Longview to be exact, he was the pastor of a church called Bethel Temple. And I remember we used to go to the church from time to time and everything. And he was really close friends with one of my uncles. So we were kind of somewhat the family. But what's crazy is that, like, I didn't get a chance to watch like a lot of the movies my parents wouldn't let me watch when I was so young, but later on, and they would say like, oh, that lady's Grace Jones. I was like, okay, cool, whoever that is, you know what I mean? Like, and she would, don't get me wrong, she was like styling, you could tell she was different, but she also was like downplaying herself because she's around family and home. So it was one of those cool things that I was like, when I saw Boomerang, I was like, oh my God, that's Grace Jones. So when you said Strong J, it just hit the nerve.
I'm glad. So that's good to know that somebody raised you right, Lord. Somebody raised you right. So let's talk about you were also talking about how you're an instrumentalist as well. You're a musician, you play tenor saxophone, and you kind of noodle around on the piano. On keyboard, on keys a little bit, but tenor saxophone is your instrument that you are adept at. You on Human Sinner, you're playing the saxophone on the first track, I've Been Feeling.
Yeah.
So, which I was saying, I kind of feel some type of way because I wanted more of that song. Like I rewound it. Like, wait a minute, now is that the end of it? So talk about that, playing the instrument and how Human Sinner came together.
Yeah. So first of all, I first started as a jazz musician. I was taught the saxophone, like starting at 7. I started playing that, and then tenor, alto, soprano. So I was a jazz musician. Then got more into music. But when I got signed to major for the first time, they told me that like nobody cares that you play the sax practically. Like you know, nobody listens to jazz. And I was like, what? But it hurt my feelings. So I just stopped playing and everything. And then my brother and my dad and family was like, yo, you should be playing the saxophone. You should be playing blah, blah, blah. And my dad brought one of my old saxophones here to LA in my studio where I am now. It was like, yo, you should play it. So the song that you hear is me for the first time jumping back in, playing the sax. And I just freestyled it, and it's jazz. It's of my blood. So, you know, it's really, I'm really, really proud and happy that other people are feeling that. That means a lot to me.
Right. There's definitely a space for jazz out here. I don't know who those folks were. They were on some BS. But what I love is that your album has, you said what?
They always on some BS. They don't know no better until it happens.
Yeah, because jazz is definitely still popping, especially being from New Orleans. Like that's literally in your blood. And then, but also the album, it is literally a gumbo. It has R&B, some funk, some soul on there as well. And you're not touche shabby either with your resume. You've worked with TI, Apple TV. Talk about some of the people you've worked with, or
Yes.
some of the companies.
Yeah, so as a creative, I'm lucky to become one during my career as an artist. You know, when you get dropped, I took a break from music, and I was like, you know, I just want to break and do something different. And I got into filmmaking and whatnot. And I'm still a filmmaker also as well. But yeah, I got a chance to work as a filmmaker at Apple, and I'm created. Actually, I was one of the development creators for Rap Life Live that ran a documentary series on Apple for years, as long as Up Next for the record. And I've done several independent films and a lot of branded work, meaning like I shot commercials that y'all probably seen and didn't know and stuff like that. But it's a part of me being a creative. So I jump back and forth from music and that. I do it at the same time. I'm always doing it. So it's one of those things.
Okay, so you are definitely a gumbo. Are you a Gemini?
I am not a Gemini. I am Gemini's best friends, aka Leos.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Multi-talented. My daughter is a Leo. I love that.
Yeah, you
so
get it.
talk about the album a little more. Okay, so I've been listening to it, and I got my favorites. Of course, like Never Be the Same. That's one of the singles that's out now. Walk With Me. That's a nice one. But you know my favorite as a woman, Lord. And I
fight back, right?
Listen, the way you checked us, I said, oh, did he say the pussy disease? I had the pussy disease. I had to run that back like, oh. And I said, you know what? He is right though. Ooh. So who's the lady? Who is the lady? Who was the muse for Fight Back?
So I won't tell y'all the name because it's not fair for her. But if you'll go back into my stuff, you'll find out who it is. But at the same time, I did write about her and our relationship. And it became a point where I was just like, you know what? You need to stop because you're here for the wrong reasons. And that's where Fight Back came to me. It's like all about temptation. Like you're trying to fight back from temptation, trying to fight back. We all have temptation. You know what I mean? We all go through that. So it's one of those things where I was just like, you know what? I'm going to write my diary about how I feel basically. And my producer heard that he came to me with a beat, like basically like with a kind of a structured song. And we just put it together, and it's like Fight Back. It's on the radio right now. People love that. I'm so proud of that, to be really honest.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Because I'm sure all of us, whether you male or female, can identify with fighting back. So
right.
Talk a little bit more. Right. We got to fight that temptation. So talk a little bit more about the concept of human center and how that came together. So you said it was inspired by your brother as well. Large part of your brother.
Right.
It was inspired by him.
Inspired by my late brother. My late brother and I are like twin energies. He's about 2 years younger than me, basically. And it's one of those things where like we grew up together. He's always been my backbone. He's more confident. He's always been bolder and brasher. Like he's more vocal. So he's always was my backbone. And anytime I had to do something, he was like, just do it, bro. Just do it. You got it. You're going to be good. So he later became like my creative director, also like my stylist and successful in his own right, but always there for me. And we lost him in 2021. So like my whole world changed. It ripped it apart of everything that I knew. And I had to start over and just start understanding it and then gain my confidence as an artist and just all these incredible things. So even though when that was happening, I had a song that was doing pretty decent named Chance. It was playing on radio. It was doing really, really good. And my producer, we would start working on other music. And as I was going through the grieving phase and stuff like that, and he would save things from here and be like, we're going to go back to that. And so what you're hearing from Human Center is like the life that I had right after losing my brother and the feelings and everything. And so, yeah, when you look at, I really dove into even the artwork. I just like, I'm out in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere. And that's how I felt. Cause I'm rebuilding my life and I don't know what's happening. I feel like Mad Max a little bit, you know? So dealing with Hollywood alone in a sense, you know, like I have my team, but my brother's a different type of teammate. You get what I mean?
Right. So, absolutely.
So that's
Absolutely. Family is A1, and that's a blessing. It's unfortunate. It's like his death was the catalyst for this album in a
yeah.
way. And he's like your guardian angel in a sense.
He's definitely my guardian. I have so many stories that to this day right now they're still happening. Like the guardian angel aspect of my brother is like as a true believer, honestly, like God knows what he's doing, but it's annoying sometimes, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like
Right. You make plans and God like, no.
yeah.
And I love how you said he was bolder than you, because as a Leo, y'all pretty bold. So he must have been a fellow fire sign too.
Yeah, no, my brother was not playing. He was so much more bold. Like it's so interesting. He was a voice. I've always just been kind of shy. And the Leo, like, yeah, I think I'm an introvert. I think I'm an introvert, but not really, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
You're like an ambivert. They call it like an ambivert, like
I'll take that.
Another gumbo. That. See, another reason why gumbo fits you. So for me, when I listen to you, Keithian, I'm hearing like current day, present day. I would say, in a sense, you remind me of Leon Thomas a little bit. Yeah. Along that vein. And for me, like old school, like a Howard Hewitt type vibe you were giving me as well. If people you know, but for you, what happens? Who has influenced your sound?
My favorite artist is Prince, and then there's Michael, of course, Sam Cooke, Miles Davis. I'm influenced by so many artists just because like I love music and listen to so much of it and expose myself to it, all the way to like I would say Jay-Z to like Kendrick Lamar, and then even Frank Ocean. I love Frank Ocean. You know what I mean? Of course, Beyonce's, but I'm just like, wow, I'm influenced by so much. But yeah, those are some of the few people that have.
Okay. So when people are listening to Human Center, what do you want them to take away from it?
I, as you stated, am a boy from the South. You know, I'm from the bayous of East Texas and Louisiana. So I want people to know that we all know this. Everybody goes through the same thing, but it's just different ways, right? There's always roller coasters, ups and downs. There's lefts and rights and things like that. But if you are a true child of God, you understand that there's purpose, and then you have to just keep going. And then you got to go after what your purpose is. So I want people to take that, because this album came out of tragedy, but there's always going to be some type of tragedy. So you just have to figure out how to continue to go and find that self within yourself to keep on being ambitious, being grateful, being like active and growing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because sometimes, a lot of times, triumph can come from tragedy as well. Exactly. And when the album drops tomorrow, I'm wishing all well. I know you are super excited. Like, you got ants in your pants. Like I saw you had a photo shoot last week, and you getting ready. You getting ready. So, are there going to be any music videos coming up for the singles?
Yes, we have. Like, they're actually asking me for some music videos. I have some, and you know I love music videos. So yeah, there's going to be some music videos for you guys. For me too, because I like making that stuff. It's also like it gets the story out. You know what I mean?
Yes, because that's what I was wondering. I was like, ooh, because I know you had like a little clip of Fight It, but it wasn't like a whole video. I was like, oh, I need a whole video to this, because baby. So how do you stay above the fray, in a sense, in this age of social media, Keithian? Mm-hmm. How do you stay true to yourself? Because that's part of what I find is a draw for you, is that you are in your own lane. I can tell you're in your own lane. You're doing your own thing. How do you do that amongst all this noise of social media?
Oh, that's a really good question, because like, you know, we are trying to trend. Everybody's trying to trend, right? Whatever. But like, if there's a real thing. But I think that you know what I do is I try to be just me in a sense of a creative me, because like that's what people want to see. And then I try to put everything into the creativity, even if it's like things I need to talk about, obviously, is in that. So that's what I do personally. When you see those videos on social media, I am a filmmaker, and people don't know that as much, but I like to present it to people in a sense of like, if I'm going to present something, an image or a story, then I want to visually show it the way I would shoot it. So that's what you guys are seeing. You
I
know,
love that. I can tell you have that vision. I can tell because it's not just, oh, we throwing something together. I can tell some real cinematography is
yeah,
happening here with
yeah.
that.
What's up? I know what's up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I can tell. So what would be your advice for um a young, because you just started music in 2019, is that correct?
No,
Even though
I
you've been
started
around it
music.
all your life, or
Yeah, I left music for about 2 years,
oh,
and
that's right,
then I
because you were
came
with
back.
the group and when they dropped
Hmm.
you. But
Yep.
wait, talk. I want to go back to that when you said you said you were glad they dropped you. Talk about that.
Yes, no, it's only because like you get well. First, I was in a group when I was a teenager, and then shortly after being like, I went to Xavier University, and because I just wanted to go to school, I didn't want to do no music. To be really honest, there's been several parts of my life I'm like, I just want to do this, right? So I'm down in New Orleans. I jumped back in the studio naturally and stuff like that, and the next thing you know, they gave me a deal. So they brought me back out here, and I was in that deal until about like 2015. Then I stopped music for about 2 years and jumped back in. So the journey has been like in and out and stuff like that. I just think that the reason why I was excited about being dropped in 2015 was because like I knew that when I was going to do music, I was going to do it my way. Like the industry was changing. Everybody was telling you as an artist, you need to really, really understand your brand and what you want. Everybody was able to be like independent. And I wanted to come back and be independent and just really do it the way I want. Because like you said, like instead of trying to be on somebody else's path, I was like very adamant about doing my path because everybody's special. Everybody got their own thing. It don't work. Like what work for somebody else, not gonna work for me. And I knew that. I knew that because they tried it. They'll be like, "Yo, so Justin Bieber came out with this record. You should do one like that." I was like, "Justin Bieber." But I'm like, what the heck? So they
No,
put me in the studio with some big, huge producers that would be working. You'd be like, "What?" And there'd be huge producers, and and it'd be great. But it was like, yeah, but that's not me, you know. So that's what it was.
absolutely. And speaking of producers, who are the producers on Human Center? You did all the writing.
Yep,
Who is
I
the
did all
producer?
right. So I work with my producer since we've been producing together since like 2018, and it's Oliver Delcroix, and he's my producer, and we work with a few guitar players or other players like Loris, Nate, Just King Jones, and Jay Rose, and yeah. We just pretty much did this all together. So everything you've been hearing, it's been between me and Oliver for the most part.
I love that. So I've enjoyed you, Keithian, and I appreciate your time. I really look forward to seeing you on tour,
Yep.
hopefully.
Tour
I'm
coming to a city
definitely
near you.
okay. Come on now, because I'm in Detroit. So
Can't
come on
wait.
through. I could definitely see you at the Aretha or Royal Oak Music Theater. Would definitely love to
Good.
see you
I've been
here.
in Detroit. What did we do to St. Andrews? Was it St. Andrews?
St. Andrews Hall. Uh-huh.
I love the experience in
Oh,
Detroit, man.
I love it. Come on
I'll be
back. Come
back.
on back.
I'll be back.
Because you definitely are type of vibe. Like I said, I love how you got the jazz, the R&B, some of that funk in there. I love how the music, the lyrics are thought provoking and also a little raw with it. I'm not mad at Fight Back. I ain't mad at it. You keeping it
Yeah,
100.
see that.
I love that. I love that. So I enjoyed you, Keithian, and tomorrow's the album. Are you
Yep.
excited, nervous? How are you feeling?
I'm just excited. I'm not nervous. I was nervous a long time ago. Now I'm just excited. You know what I mean? So,
Just
yeah.
ready to get there, huh? Ready to
Ready.
get it
I'm
out.
ready. The road, get out there. I'm like, okay. And the reception has been so good that I'm confident about it. So that feels really good, man. It's a huge release date and it's okay. You know what I mean? So
I love that. Wait a minute. Your brother's name was
Kendall.
all right, Kendall. Kendall, listen, send it down, Kendall. Send down that
Kendall's
energy.
always sending the energy to
I
be really
love it. I love it. So I like to end with 5 favorites.
okay.
Okay. Well, first, tell everyone where they can find you. So they and make sure the album is going to be out on all DSPs tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Human Center.
Yep.
Okay. And I noticed how it's like a bar in between there too with the graphic. Okay. That's
Hey,
okay.
yeah,
Because
well,
it's like, is that like a dichotomy of who we are?
there you go. Human center. We're all sinners at one point, but we're all human. So
Yeah.
human sin.
Okay.
It's not on purpose. Sometimes you just don't know. So it's like it's called vulnerability when you start being truthful. You know what I mean?
Mm, yep.
So so
Yeah.
that is a dichotomy. You're absolutely right. And you can find me at Keithian on Instagram. So there you see my name down there. You put an I like an iPhone in front of it, and that you'll find me. And then like you're saying, all the DSPs, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever you use, TikTok. I'm on a radio too. If you want to listen to me, you just put on that channel and call them up and be like, "Yo, what up? Play this song," all that stuff. So I'm so excited about all of it.
I am too. And I'm glad we were able to connect. And I look forward. This is not goodbye. This is see you later. I would love to hear more of what you do. So please keep me in mind for the future. So let's end with 5 favorites.
Okay.
So favorite food.
My favorite. Oh Lord, no, you didn't start with it. My favorite food is my mama's jambalaya. Yeah.
Ooh. Come on, New Orleans. My husband's family is from New Orleans, so I know.
Okay. All right, I got
good. You. Okay. Favorite travel destination.
Damn, y'all gonna hate me because it's weird because like I grew up some there, but I also grew up in like Bastrop and the bayous of Louisiana and East Texas. But I've been lucky to go all over the place, and I still find New Orleans so magical. I'm not kidding you. Just going back going back to visit family or just going back as a tourist. I know that's cheating, so I don't know.
No. Listen, it's your answers. No judgment, because New Orleans is magical. It is really doing that thing. It is.
Yeah, so I like to travel back.
I love my relatives from there, and I love my husband's family, and just the heritage and the culture there is so rich. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
And the weather is good most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. So, favorite song on Human Center.
That's not fair either. My favorite song is y'all's favorite song. So what was your favorite song? Say it again.
Fight Back.
There you go.
I mean, I got a couple others. I do like Never Be the Same. I do like Fake It, but yeah, I keep coming back. Fight Back. I keep coming back to that one. There you
go. That's what I said. So my favorite song off of my album is whatever your favorite song is.
Okay. All right. Favorite season.
Whew. Honestly, favorite season to me is fall, what we are into right now. And the reason why that is because everybody has that rush. They're like that rush for the end of the year, for Christmas or whatever they have. They feel like they got to do it until the energy is high in the world.
People are excited, right? Because Christmas decorations are already out. People are already, it's like, forget Thanksgiving, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's really random. It's like Mariah season already,
right. Exactly. Listen, cue it up. Which, by the way, shout out to Mariah. I love her new album. Have you heard the new album?
Yeah, it's so good. I love it too. It's just funny because I think even Mariah is like, oh Lord, just getting into my season. They tell you when you start releasing music, it's like, hey, December's dead, and I'm like, you mean Mariah?
Right. I love it. So final favorite, what has been your favorite collaboration?
Oh wow, my favorite collaboration has been with my producer Oliver, because we collaborate like I feel like we're musical soulmates. You know what I mean? Like we collaborate. Yeah. Like it's just like some of the things that I'm thinking he already thought, or vice versa. So it's so cool. I'm not kidding.
Oliver, what's his last name?
Delcroix. So
Delcroix.
I can.
Is he from New Orleans too?
No, actually Guadeloupe, like Guadeloupe of France. Yeah. So.
I was gonna say that last name Delcroix sounds French. I love it.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where some of these songs, for instance, like Walk With Me, I had just the chords on it. And I sent it to him, and when he came here and we started producing it, he knew it was a hit already, and it just was everything I knew, everything I wanted to hear. So, and that happens all the time. So I'm like, yeah.
I love that. Well, Keithian, I appreciate your time. I'm looking forward to, well, I've already heard the album. So y'all make sure y'all pick up Human Center, download it, stream it. I'm talking about pick up. See, I'm from the generation where you still have to go to the store to get the album. Is it going to be available on vinyl?
Yes. So we working on that right now. It'll be a whole vinyl day. Vinyl's in. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, we're working on that right now.
I love that. I'm glad they're bringing it back because my mama had a hi-fi stereo. And listen, baby, those records, listen, classic. So, but Keithian, I enjoyed you. Thank you again for joining me on Rocky's Reality. I appreciate your time and best wishes to your success. I'm sure it's going to be great. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Oh,
Like I said, when you come here to Detroit, hit me up. I definitely, hopefully, maybe next summer you can be on tour and we can meet in person and I can come to the show and would love that.
summer. It's gonna be like the next couple of months. I'm talking
Okay,
about.
let's go.
Dude, I'm gonna be in Detroit soon. Watch.
Let's go. Okay, keep me posted. I'm just trying to. Hey, good. I'm glad. We on the schedule for soon.
Yep, soon. So I got you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Miss Rocky. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Take care. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching Rocky's Reality.
All right. Peace.